Okay guys, welcome back. We've just had the war against CroManjonci. Did really well. Smashed him by 7 points. Here's your attack totals. 4 3-stars and they got 2. 12 2-stars and they got 9. 3 1-stars for us and they got 8 1-stars. So they struggled a bit there. Considering they were Clan Perk 6 and I'd won 117 wars in the past. I think we did pretty well there. So let's look at some raids. Look at ME. I'm going to refer to me as ME rather than me as in myself. So I'm going to refer to me as ME from now on. So let's have a look at his raid. Nicely opening the base up. Three packs of 2 witches going in, which is going to add a lot more troops to ME's raid. Bit of a daft base this really. I mean, once you're broken into that top compartment, you're really kind of being forced towards the town hall. So, not taking anything away from ME's raiding skills, which are superb by the way, but this base leaves a bit to be desired in my opinion. So all the hard work's done now. It's just a case of clearing up the last few buildings. All these witches and skeletons going around. It's going to be very difficult for this base to stop ME now. Jackson's clearing up raid towards the end of the war. Good jump spell placement there. It's opening up basically all the rest of the base. And a golem in the clan castle, which is a bit strange, but you know, if anyone wants to attack that base by air, it's like your clan castle's a complete waste of time. And Jackson's wisely saved a few whizzes till the end, so all these defences are firing into the base, and these whizzes on the outside can just plink away at these outside buildings without getting bothered. All the defences are on these golems. Good raid that. And a war wouldn't be a war without Barry doing his Valk action. So let's have a look at some Valk action from Barry. 2 columns and 1 in the clan castle. So a familiar scene is basically getting rid of these outside buildings and just creating a path for the Valks to target and come into the base towards the centre compartment, which she's got the jump into perfectly there. Lava Hound in the clan castle there, which is not really bothering anybody. I do always think if you're a Town Hall 9, you're much better off with the dragon in the clan castle. Something that's going to actually fight for you, and this is doing little at the minute. This until the Queen's gonna pop that. I've actually been watching a few videos, some other videos on YouTube of people when they've lured out the clan castle, and it is, or they know full well it is a hound in the clan castle, where they lure it out to one side, and rather than perhaps using whizzes or anything like that, they'll just put a few minions around it, and they seem to be fairly effective. They can withstand quite a bit of punishment. Obviously not as much as whizzes, but they don't take up as much space, and obviously you're out of range of cannons and things if you're a minion. So I've seen it where they've perhaps put about 7 or 8 or 9 and maybe minions just round the hound, and they seem to pop it fairly quick, and then there's quite a few minions left to deal with the pups that are spawned off. So maybe something somebody wants to try, but that seems to be the way that a lot of people are dealing with hounds in the clan castle now. Very good raid that, Barry. We'll look at Walter's raid on the number 15. Opened up a lot of the base there. I'm not sure whether the plan here was to get some of these Peckers going around the outside, because he didn't seem to clear those buildings, which was always going to allow the Peckers to go around the outside. But I'm starting to warm to this idea of actually doing this anyway. If that wasn't the plan, I'd seriously consider actually doing that to put some around the outside, because not only does it clear the outside, but these Peckers do allow these troops in this area to be firing onto them rather than firing onto the other troops that are in the core. So it does kind of lessen the pain for those troops in the core, as well as getting the base actually cleared. Still a lot of troops left. The Archer Queen's finally through that wall, and that's pretty much it. Good stuff. And those Peckers made their way all the way around the base and finish up at the far side. Let's have a look at Ryan's raid, which is on the number 13. So 2 packs of golems going in. Lovely straight line of whizzes. Kudos for the placement though. Beautiful straight line. So jump through to the core. And the Arch Queen's eventually going to work her way to this sort of point and be able to fire in the town hall. They're only multi-inferno, so they're going to take some time to actually wear down her health there. We can always use the boost ability rather. So solid 2-star. We're going to have a look at Walter's other raid. Similar base layout to the sort of square base that was pretty popular in this war for the opposition. I think they had about 3 people with that square layout, and then this was another variant. But Walter just attacks this one slightly differently than the 4 jump spell attack that we've seen. So Town Hall down at 50%, and the Arch Queen's only now just starting to lose her health. So pretty good stuff. There are a few bases in between, but like I say, these were the typical square base that we've seen lots of replays of already, so we won't cover all ground. Which one we're going to look at? We'll look at Alex's raid on their number 4. So Alex can take out this max level cannon there with 1 minion because this guy hasn't provided any air cover in that corner, just outside of this archer tower range there. You can bet next time there'll be an air bomb around here somewhere. So a bit of diversion to get the breakers in. It's always wise when you put it in the golems, don't send in the breakers directly after them, especially if there's mortar towers around. You always want to put the breakers slightly to one side, just outside of any splash range, unless you can time it perfectly in between the mortar shots. So Alex is doing well. He's got to the important part now and got a rage going down. So Town Hall's gone down with the Queen at full health. You can get a rage down before the Town Hall, and you've got your Archer Queen in there. It's like having the and then still have the boost left. It's like you get the boost facility for about 25 seconds. By the time you've got taking the rage in consideration, then the Queen's boost time. It's a massive bonus. So 50%, 2 stars. Normally at this point Alex would have quit to save some Archer Queen life. But well, perhaps he's gone to make a cup of tea or something and come back. So that's pretty much it for that raid. The last one we're going to have a look at is Eddie's raid on number 2. The number 1 attack he did was that typical square base that we've seen, so we'll just look at the number 2 attack, which is kind of dealt with in very much the same way as the square base that we've seen. So this jump spell's opening up pretty much all this area, same with this area. So by the time the last jump spell goes in here, we've pretty much opened up 2/3, 3/4 of the base. Still got a few troops left for getting the extra few percentage points. So there we go, there's your 50%. Okay, we'll just look at a couple of raids on the opposition. There was not really a lot to report there. Just a look at the attack on ME. Solid base with decent walls, so these guys decide to come by air. Just starting at the left and right sides first, just to create a slight path, and then in with everything. Dragon in the clan castle isn't going to cause any problems here. I'll just get mown down. Still got the heroes left, which are going to be needed. There's more dragons up this area than down here, so I think this is why he's going to drop his heroes down this way to sort of back up this dragon a bit. full health on the Archer Queen there. Pretty impressive raid, that. Okay, the only other raid I want to just have a quick look at is the actual raid they did on my base, which I'm only showing for humour value here for the end, just to show how we actually got the 2nd star on this. So I'll not bore you too much with the attack itself, but we'll just sort of fast forward to the end. So he's got the town hall down. He's trying to now get to the 50% to get the 2nd star. All these troops are disappearing. This Archer Queen's going to go down pretty quick. So the Archer Queen's within reach of the single firing Inferno, so she's pretty much gone now. So it's just this Golem down here. If he destroys one more thing, he gets to 50%. So it's a race against time now. There's 40 seconds to for this Golem to get down to this this mortar. So we'll just speed this up a little bit. So he's through the wall. 18 seconds to go. So you'll see the Golem pop now, and when he pops, obviously they have a bit of splash damage, which is enough to take out the mortar and get him the 50%. I was gutted, but there we are. Anyway, that didn't affect things. So, like I say, we won by 7. So I think one of our better wars. So well done, and as usual, we'll catch you on the next one.